Picture a glass of water sitting perfectly still. Now imagine that inside it, once every cycle of a sound wave, a spot no bigger than a grain of sand flashes with light. No wires, no electricity, no flame. Just sound, aimed at a bubble. For decades, physicists have known you can turn sound directly into light. They just can't fully agree on how. It starts with a speaker, tuned to a very specific pitch, submerged in water. The sound wave doesn't just move through the water. It squeezes it over and over, thousands of times a second. Trap a single tiny bubble of air at the right spot in that wave, and something strange happens. The bubble starts to breathe. It swells outward as the pressure drops, growing to nearly 50 times its original size. Then the pressure slams back the other way, and the bubble collapses in on itself in less time than it takes a hummingbird's wing to move once. The gas inside gets crushed into a space thousands of times smaller than it was a moment before. And for less than a billionth of a second, that microscopic point goes from ordinary tap water to one of the most extreme environments on the planet. Some measurements suggest the core briefly reaches temperatures in the tens of thousands of degrees, possibly rivaling the surface of the sun itself. Then, the light disappears. The bubble rebounds, and a fraction of a second later, it does the exact same thing again. A single bubble flashing in perfect rhythm with the sound wave, tens of thousands of times every second, for as long as the sound keeps playing. Scientists first noticed this in 1934, completely by accident while testing sonar equipment. It fogged their photographic film and nobody knew why. It took until 1989 for anyone to trap a single bubble and make it flash on command over and over in the same spot. That's when the real question started. What is actually happening inside that collapse to produce light at all? The leading idea is that the compressed gas gets so hot it glows, the same way a metal glows when you heat it enough. But the exact mechanism, what's really happening to the atoms in that instant, is still being argued over in physics papers today. A glass of water, a speaker, and somewhere in between, a point of light briefly hotter than almost anything else on Earth, blinking on and off faster than you can see it. An ordinary glass of water isn't supposed to be one of the most extreme places on Earth. This channel finds something just as strange hiding in something just as ordinary every single day. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.